to the channel, guys. My name is Chris. Here's this tough farmer. You've now reached us on Tuscan lands for episode 4 for as long as we're going to do it. Tubbs, how are we doing?
Good.
And I was talking so much I didn't have my laptop up and running. As soon as I get that going, fantastic. Oh, there's always something, guys. There's always something. Anyway, like I said, guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Chris Larkin. Here's Tough Farmer. We're back on episode 4 of Tuscan Lands. So before we begin, if you haven't grabbed your popcorn, now's the time to do so. If you haven't grabbed your soda, now's the time to do so, because this shit's going to get good. Mm-hmm. Okay, guys, with that being said, before we start, I have 2 announcements. 1, 2 joints. I apologize for my recent behavior. If I promise to be good and not dish you anymore, will you please not kick me from my server anymore? It will be greatly appreciated. Now, to everybody else, to all my subscribers, I promise you I won't change. Fuck joints. Okay, so guys, as you see from where I was kicked off the last time, I am finishing off my sugar beet harvest. Good news is my sunflower harvest is ready finally, so once I finish this contract I will jump onto my own and I can get that field sorted. So Tubbs, your plan for your stream tonight, what's happening on your farm, brother?
Gonna probably take on another couple of contracts since my field is not ready to harvest. So I'll be working on that.
Excellent stuff.
Thank you very much.
So, another thing is...
thank you.
I'm pretty sure, like I said, I haven't gotten my stream up yet, but I do have a message and I got an idea, I know who it's from. So, hey Becky, welcome to the channel.
Hey Becky, welcome to the channel.
How are we doing?
How are you doing?
I was telling Tubbs that Becky's finally got a PlayStation and she's downloading Farm Sim as we speak. It should be downloaded by now. So with that being said, I'm pretty sure shortly we're going to have another teaching lesson coming up.
Exactly.
Well, that's what we're here for. We love this game, so we love to give a helping hand as much as we can. So if anyone is watching, if you're only new to the game and you want to learn anything, we're more than happy to jump onto a multiplayer game with you, teach you what we know, and you never know, if you are a regular, you might be able to teach us a few things.
Yeah, the only thing is try to catch us on Saturdays and Sundays. That's really our free time. During the week it makes it really tough for us because we have regular jobs, but we'd be more than happy to help you out.
Exactly.
Right,
so with that being said, now here we go. A few streams ago, I was saying that myself and Todd was talking, and we were talking about because we're always on together and stuff like that, is there something that we could probably call our channel rather than just Chris Larkin and Tough Farmer episode whatever we're on. So I brought out, and I put it out there on it, and a few of our subscribers. So I will say this: 2 of my subscribers got back to me today. Okay, so a big shout out to, let me get Epic Farming 24/7 for your suggestions, and Martial Lad 51. Okay, so a big shout out to you 2 both. First, so Tubbs, are you ready for these channel names that these 2 subscribers gave us?
Let's do it.
Okay, so like we say, guys, before I say these, right, anyone else who's listening and subscribed to us and watching us and stuff like that, if you have any names that you would like us to call our channel, by all means pop them into the chat, or you can private messages or whatever. We're more than happy to have a look at it and stuff like that. So with that being said, My laptop is still loading up. I will get to my messages shortly.
Thank goodness.
So, with that being said, okay. So, Epic Farmer 24/7 gave me 4, and Martian Lad 51 gave me 2. Okay, so the first suggestion from Epic. Now, I will say this before we do this. There is 1 or 2 of these I think they're being sarcastic, or they're trying to tell us something that I just haven't figured out yet. Okay, I will say that. So, first one, we should call ourselves the Odd Couple Farming Company. I don't know what to say about that. Maybe they're trying to tell me something. I don't know.
The Odd Couple is an old TV series.
Yep. So, are they trying to say that we're odd couple, or are they saying that we're old?
I think they're referring to you, but I understand. Let's move on.
Okay, next one. The Horse and Pony Show.
That would be you.
Oh, I said, God, I love it. Now, when he said this one, I will say this, okay? I thought that maybe he was in cahoots with my daughter Becky when this one came up. But he wants us to call ourselves Romance Farming.
Nope, not happening.
Not by a long shot. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, why is that happening? It's too much like Brokeback Mountain.
Not happening.
This one, I don't know. I kind of like myself, but we will see. The Irishman in Texas, farming nationwide.
Interesting.
Okay. So that's the 4 from Epic Farmer 24/7.
A bit long, but we could probably narrow it down.
Right. So I got 2 then from Martian Lad 51. Okay. First one was the Leprechaun and the Chief, farming our own way. So maybe, I don't know. And then the last one they gave me was Chris and Tubbs, Brothers in Farming.
Alright.
So they're the 6 that I was sent today. So if anyone else has any opinions or ideas, please forward them on to us. We're more than happy to have a look at them. Some can be a bit of a laugh. They can be a series or as fun as you want them. We will look at them. But I kind of do like the last one, Chris and Tubbs, Brothers in Farming. I think that's a good little slogan. The rest of them are very, very funny, especially the Horse and Pony Show. But
considering I don't do horses, that would be you.
I think they're just trying to be sarcastic with that one, I think.
Yeah, towards you. Get it?
Oh, definitely towards me. But by a long shot.
No pun intended on that either. When you're talking horse races.
Oh. Yeah, so with that being said, guys, like I said, thanks very much to those 2 subscribers. Appreciate it. So anyone else that have any ideas, just pop them down. And if you're actually watching us tonight, pop into the chat. Just give us a name, you know. We're more than happy to have a look at them. Make it as fun as you want or as serious as you want. But try and keep it as clean and as respectful as you can. Alright?
Yeah.
That's all we can say.
Oh wow. I took on this humongous contract. Whew.
Yeah, boy, that's how we do things. Yes, sir. I'm still waiting for my laptop to load up our lovely, my lovely. I guess I will get there eventually.
Finally.
I've got 8 messages and I can't read none of them at the moment.
It's alright. So good.
I said, probably 7 were from Giants going, please.
Probably
be
from
respectful to
Giants saying we will let you play tonight, and that's it.
That could be it. Oh, this is the end.
Enjoy your last stream.
So, Tubbs, out of all those 6, does that even grab your attention?
Yeah, a couple of them do. I like to shorten it up. The Farm Brothers. That's a good
Chris
one.
and Tubbs, brothers are farming.
Yeah. And I would shorten it down to Farm Brothers.
Just Chris and Tubbs. Farm Brothers.
Yeah, Farm Brothers. Yeah, I like that. I like the Texas and the Ireland one. I don't know how you'd shorten
the
it.
Irishman and Texan. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool. Those were my 2 favorite that stood out.
Yeah, and I have to admit, no, like I enjoy, I like those 2, and I think a lot of kind of thought went into Martian Lad's first one when he said the leprechaun and the chief farming their own way. I think he didn't mean any disrespect. I think he just kind of had that in a fun way. I always say the leprechauns and you are chief, please. They put them together and then farming our own way, because that's what we do on this game. We farm our own way. We don't try not to copy anyone else and stuff like that. So.
Yep.
But like I say, guys, anyone's watching who want to get in on it, by all means, we're more than happy to have a bit of fun with it. If anyone wants to call, if you want me to call the channel Chris Larkin, the Joint Killer, I'm more than happy to say that too.
Yeah, and that would be our last stream.
No, can't. Oh no, I did apologise to Giants at the start of the stream. I did. I was sincere. I can't say I wasn't. I was genuine. Well, Tough Farmer Chris Larkin's online. Oh, excellent.
Yeah, that would be us. For sure.
I'm not sure what else to do. God, notifications. Come on, please stop so I can get online. Right guys, with that being said, so here we are. Finishing up this, it should be another 10 minutes probably on this. And then I can start my own harvest.
Not me. Be a while. Oh. Get back. Are you serious?
I'm very serious.
No, I missed a little spot and I tried to back up and it turned the whole plow sideways.
If not this load, I think the next load I get should be contract complete, and then whatever we get, that's going to be a bonus. Oh, we will see.
Danny says, I think it should be Chris and Tubbs, the Allied Farmers. Just a suggestion.
Hey,
Thanks, Danny.
I like it. I like it. And welcome, Danny. Like I said, you probably did comment on my one, but my one's not up yet and running, so I just need to wait till I can get that started. If you have, I will answer your comment.
Chris was really against the British farmers. I don't know what's up with that.
What's against British farmers? Well, so I think we should call ourselves Chris and Tubbs, British farmers, but not British.
Exactly. Danny says, I surely did. How funny.
British, sorry, but not British.
Or French.
Yeah, or French. Thanks, Sergio, for that lovely introduction that you gave me today. Am I British or French? Oh, no.
He did.
Happily, I'm none of them. But I will say this, I probably would prefer to be, hey, lovely, contract finished as I thought. So that was a 4,000 bonus, and I still have a bit left to do, so I should get a nice little bonus off this contract.
What are you harvesting?
Yeah, so,
sugar beets?
So, sugar beets.
Should have known.
So I will say this, I probably would prefer to be French than British. But I will say this also, I will say this, guys, okay, so please don't hate me to all my subscribers who are British. Nothing against you personally, but I'm Irish. The very same as if someone accused you of being Irish, you probably would be the same way as I am. So you would proud to be British. The very same as Tubbs is an American, he's proud to be an American. Actually, no, I apologize, he's Texan.
Yeah, I'm a Texan.
Is that right?
I'm an American Texan.
Right. I mean, yeah, Texans don't count themselves as American, as far as I know.
Well,
they are Texan.
Texas was its own country at one time.
Exactly. So it's the very same as the Vatican. So I will say this again, guys. Okay, to all my British subscribers, I apologise if I insult you by saying I'd rather be Irish, but I am.
What, you can't rather be Irish when you are?
I don't know. Maybe.
That would be hard to change.
No, that's only €100.
To change.
I could move to England, I suppose, and get a dual.
As we say here, God bless Texas. But then again, I think
because if you don't, we shoot you.
Yeah, I think though that you might become a Texan if you ever came over here and started living on a ranch.
I'm pretty sure that if I ever go to visit you, which I am planning to, I don't think I'll ever come home. With that being said, I might have to go there illegally. And seeing that you're chief of police, I'm pretty sure you can hide me.
You become a full-time Texan.
You can hide me in the system.
Become a full-time Texan. Yeah.
You can hide me. You can hide me in the somewhere in the system.
He'll be like, "Who's that guy riding a horse over there?" He's a Texan. Just don't go talk to him.
Yeah. He's a foul-mouthed Texan.
He sounds foreign, but he's not.
He sounds like he could be Irish, English, French. But he's a Texan.
How funny. I thought this would be a quick, easy $5,000, but I'm thinking not so much. How much am I into this? Yeah, 50%. That's not too bad. Not bad.
My stream is really up and running. Excellent. Yeah. Like I said, sometimes on this channel when things go wrong, it's not us, and when things go right, it's a everything. Oh.
Exactly.
It is what it is. We are what we are.
God bless Texas.
I'll say that eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, as the great Pierce Brosnan says, I'm Irish, we tell you how we feel, so fuck off.
Yep, I did see that.
So load up. Hey. First of all, my message is up and running, so here we go.
Good to know. Good to know.
First one is from Danny. Just thought I should stop with my lucky charms. Like I said, welcome Danny to the channel. Then Becky stopped off. She went, okay, first message was Danny, but anyway, hello, and yep, it's downloaded, which was Farm Sim. I'm so glad. Then Danny went, stupid. Then Becky went, Brokeback Family. Well, Brokeback Farming, right name. Oh.
Not gonna happen.
Then Danny went, bromance. Lovely. He goes, did you ever check your messages? No. And then our last one from Becky went, oh, Super Farm Brothers, just like Super Mario Brothers.
Mm.
Can you get copyrighted by saying that, I wonder?
No, because it's not Super Mario, it's Super Farm. There's a lovely potato harvest over here beside me. Just wondering if you're going to take it on.
I think I just call ourselves Epic Farming the Leprechaun way. Right, so 24,000 I have of a bonus, so we'll see what this 24,000 liters worth of sugar beet as a bonus. So we'll see what it's going to be. I'm thinking 25,000 thereabouts. or 20, at least 24,000, maybe 23,000, around that mark. So here we go. How much of a bonus? I was way off the mark. Okay. How much was sugar beets? Right, so sugar beets 2,237. Okay. Right. Because all I got as a bonus was 5,000. I was way off the mark. Then again, it's a normal economy, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, probably.
Right, so why am I going to bring these back when I can just return them once I do that contract? So 5,000 bonus with 26,000 worth of. Yeah, that's not bad. But 31,000 in total I got for that contract, which wasn't too bad. Yeah, so off I go for my own harvest on field 26, which is sunflowers with the smallest header in the world. Becky goes, you may help me learn to play. Do you have enough hours in the day for that? I don't have enough hours in the year for that. But we will give it a shot. Like, I got a feeling that teaching you how to play farms and Becky is going to be the same as teaching you how to drive a car. Could be painful for the passenger. But we will give it a go. If all else fails, you can ask Tubb Farmer to teach it.
What?
He has the patience of a saint.
Yeah. You've obviously met my wife.
Easy then, Dean's already done that. No wonder I was wondering the same few bald spots on Dean's heart. I know, I will. Like I said, my 7 tons are always available for anyone who wants to learn how to play this game. By all means, we're more than happy to help out. Also, Becky, now that you're a part of the farming community family, go over and check out our community. You know what's called Superior FS Farming. Become a member. Ask as many questions as you like. So Tubbs, Becky's after downloading the game. I know Danny will shortly, hopefully. So it's time now for you to get Jennifer involved in it.
Yeah. Good luck. She don't have enough patience.
With Jennifer and my 2 daughters playing, I'm pretty sure shit will surely hit the fan.
Jennifer ain't got enough patience for that. She'll get bored real quick.
Becky goes, I meant you during the daytime because Tubbs wouldn't be able to handle listening to me. uh,
76%. That's not bad.
Welcome Howie to the channel. Howie goes, me, help me play, learn to play. Sorry, just jerking your chain.
I was going to say, Howie, he's farming that gold stuff. Cotton is king.
Yeah. So yeah, Becky, if you want to learn how to do cotton, Mr. Tim, or aka Howie on our community, he'd be more than happy to listen to you and learn you how to do it.
Shoot, yeah. He had like 115 bells stored up the last time I saw anything.
Oh yeah, I've seen the pictures. Oh, that lovely cotton candy ready to be sold.
Mm-hmm. Just waiting on a good price.
I'm pretty sure I should be invested in another bigger header here, which I could be doing shortly. Becky goes, Howie will probably teach me better than you anyway. Oh, that's for sure. because he can turn you off when you get fed up yet.
Howie said, yep, waiting for the price to go up. I would too, Howie. That many bells? Should be rolling in the dough.
Was it 115 at the last time?
100, yeah, 115 or something other like that. One time he stacked them up and then they fell all apart into a mess, but they still sell the same.
So even if you were to go start from scratch mode and stuff like that, cotton would still be a good price for the 115, 116 bales.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna now if you were to do easy economy and easy mode, wow.
Yeah, the most I ever made. I think Howie's made more than I have, but I made a little over 5,000. But I think Howie at one time, if I'm not mistaken, if you told me right, Howie, it's like 6,000. Was the highest price you saw?
What, 6,000 per bale?
Mm-hmm. Or per liter.
Oh man.
Per liter.
Yeah, per liter. That there would be fantastic price.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 6,000 for a 10,000 litre, but 115 bales. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Multi-millionaire.
Well, you're talking about 350, 360,000 thereabouts?
Oh, it'd be more than that. He said, Howie said they fell over. Cause stacked it too high. Oh, because you stacked it too high, 3 rows at the limit. Yeah, I saw that picture where they'd fallen all down. I was like, it may be a mess, but it'll still sell the same.
Yep. Like you don't dent them.
Nope. I gotta figure out where I can put a washing station and fix my vehicle. Oh, best you got was 4,000. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it was more than that. The best I've ever got on easy was like 5,600, I think, per liter. Which I made a ton of money off of that.
Yeah, I think ours was roughly the same. About five
Yeah.
two, 5-3, I think it was.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that also, guys. Brian was watching everything else, and of course, like what we kind of know already, told because we've been doing it for a while. But when you use the fail sell point, that mod, um, no matter, like you could have 5 or 6 of those on your farm, and each of them gives a different price. Uh, but with that being said, that fail sell point, that like that there is normally what 1,000 per liter more than the in-game barn or spinnery price. Oh, I mean, so like depending on how many of those fail sell points you have on your farm,
Ah,
like what that there could go up to, what, 6?
that's still not bad, Howie, though. Howie said he was on normal and got 4,000, so that's not bad at all on normal. Because the typical price on normal, most of what I've seen is like 2,500 or 2,600, you know. So 4,000, that is really good on normal.
Yeah. We're on normal, like we're on farm manager at the moment, and we're on normal economy, and our prices at the moment so far is 2,500 is the highest so far.
Yeah.
On this.
Howie said by the time he finished, that harvest price had dropped. Yeah. $26, yeah. Howie said it dropped down to about 26. Ooh, just a little piece. It's alright, I'm almost done, yeah. So that little piece ain't gonna matter. Ooh, or that one. Good Lord. Hey Sergio, how's it going? Thanks for joining us.
Sergio, how's it going, brother? Welcome. Yeah, no, I will say this though, the cotton prices have come a long way since
Good to hear, Sergio.
When FS19 came out first. Do you remember that?
What was it again? Sorry?
When FS19 came out first and we had cotton, do you remember how bad the prices were for cotton back then?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Like, it was supposed to be the cash cow, and it just wasn't. It was probably the worst crop we had when it came out first. Till that update.
Right. Oh, that's cool, Sergio. Sergio said he's playing GTA 5 with a friend. Well, I'm playing FS19 with a friend.
Who's that?
Well, I can't name him because Giants will kick us off this stream.
Like, in all fairness, he doesn't know if he's English or French, so it really doesn't matter.
That's what I'm talking about. Alright. Come on. Finish contract. Finish contract. Good deal. Boom. $5,200 in the bank.
Oh.
Ooh. Canola on 12 acres. 25. Where's 25? Ooh, right there. Hey.
You know something? I actually I'm liking these JCBs.
Yeah, I could tell you were. Alright, so that's $5,000 in the bank. Let's see. I need to get a washing station. Let's just see what we can buy down here. Nope, not that.
I really do need to upgrade this header, so I'm going to
Can we put one in right
unload
here?
this harvester.
Yep.
Okay, and now where is...
Not bad. Put one there. And let's see what else we need to put in. I got a washing station.
Oh my god, where
We
is
need
the...
fuel.
Where is the trigger on this thing?
Stick fuel right there. And
Oh,
last
no,
but
this
not
one I can't
least,
find
workstation, toolbox. Boom. About like so. What is it, babe?
Really?
This is far enough out of the
No
way.
way.
Alright, so I'm good to go. Get all my
Ah, this
vehicles
is
fixed up.
ridiculous. The trigger for the Nova is right at the front of the trailer. I mean, it's not even tipping the trailer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's either this trailer or it's going to be the Nova itself, but this is no.
Is it difficult or something to tip?
No, it's the unloading point for the Nova.
Oh. Yeah, it's hard to find on it, the little one. It's either the front or the back of the tipper. Yeah, I don't like that on that little one. Yeah. The trigger points are pretty bad on it.
Now, first of all, I'm going to go and exchange my header because this header is just too small. I will be here all day to do this.
Do you want to borrow? Do you want to borrow mine? I've got a big
No.
combine.
No. What I'm going to do is when I get to the store, I'm going to just see how much I will actually get if I was going to resell it,
Oh, okay.
and then I'll make up my mind on what I'm going to do from there.
Right.
Yeah, how exactly that's screwed up. So you saw that? It's right at the front of it, just barely at the tip of the trailer. That. Right, it's a lovely start out harvester. I will say that I actually like the Nova as a start out harvester, but the tipping point is very, very screwy. You're right. Yeah. It's very temperamental, you know.
Okay. I'm gonna take on this next contract. It's $8,000. And what is canola going for? Not very good price, but we'll...
Plus, in all fairness, the working speed and
$8,000.
the driving speed on this Nova is terrible. 13 mile an hour.
Wheat. $15,000 for oats. No, I'm not doing oats. Nope, not doing that either.
Was wondering why I was using that tiny... I will tell you why.
Take that
when I bought the field first, there
25.
the harvest that was in it, which was sunflowers, I went and bought the oh man, what header was that when I bought it first? The Dynamite. I bought that one, and what happened was I went back to my field and went to turn it on and operate it, and it wouldn't budge. So I was thinking, okay, the header was too powerful for the harvester. So I went back, sold it, bought this tiny one, went back to my harvest, and it still wouldn't budge, and I was wondering what the hell was the story. I found out later that my harvest wasn't ready for harvesting. That's the reason why.
Will it handle that bigger header, or no?
It probably will. It's but back then my harvest wasn't ready for harvesting, so that's why it wasn't budging. So I was thinking that it wasn't powerful enough.
Oh, gotcha. Reminds me of that time that we were trying to harvest sugar beets with a potato harvester. Yeah.
Yeah, remember that?
True story. That's a true story,
That
yeah.
was so funny. That was.
I know.
We tried everything, thinking we didn't know what the hell was the story.
Yeah, because it showed that it was ready to go. 25. Yeah, 25.
Right. Repaired, and I will sell the header anyway, and then I will make up my mind after this. So.
Yep.
Right, so if I was to sell this harvester, that's what I make off it. I will sell 92,000.
Am I going the right way?
Which will be 320,000 I would have to spend.
To make sure I was going the right way.
I'm thinking maybe.
Howie, it didn't work out very good at all, because I kept telling Chris, I said, this ain't working, something's wrong. He's like, no, that's it. I said, no, something's wrong. And so we bought 2 other pieces of equipment. We wasted I don't know how much money. And Chris drove off to go get something else, and I was like, I jumped off the implement, and I was walking through the field, and I was like, Chris. He's like, what? I said, this ain't sugar beets. And he's like, what? I said, this is potato. It was terrible.
It wasn't good at all.
we thought the game had glitched out completely and messed up. Bought all the wrong equipment, had to revamp, lost all that money. I don't even think we made enough money to make all that back off of that harvest.
No. And that was what? Also countryside, that was?
Yeah, is old side country. Countryside. Yeah. I was like, what the hell is wrong with this thing? The equipment's not even working. Because we'd had some glitches in our defense. I mean, it sounds really stupid when we can't tell the difference between potatoes and sugar beets, but we'd had some glitches.
Not a glitch. That's not a glitch.
It wasn't. It wasn't a glitch. But we'd had glitches, and so it really was perplexing to us. Because we thought, we found another glitch, and no, it's just our stupidity.
Which kind of beggars belief why people want us to teach them how to play the game?
Hey, we learned from our mistake.
Did we?
Yeah, we haven't done that again.
Like I'm still buying headers. I don't know if it's working or not. Until then, I find out my harvest is not ready for harvesting.
Oh yeah.
I haven't learned.
The beauty of the game about making mistakes. It's all good. It's all good. That was such a weird thing, though. We were trying like heck to get that thing harvested, and nothing was working. Why won't it cut these?
Like what? We changed headers. We changed absolutely everything, and then we went from the single ones to the self-drive harvesters, and it still wasn't working.
Hey, how's it going, Junior? I can't pronounce your first name, but Junior, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in.
welcome to the channel.
Yeah, definitely, Howie. The glitch was in the operators for sure.
Yeah, still is sometimes.
Yeah, that.
Let's learn
Yeah,
how to play the game.
that's the beauty of farm sim. You gotta commit to your mistakes and learn from them. You know. I just thought we'd lost our minds because I could not. Because we even bought different tractors thinking the horsepower was not enough.
Yeah, that's true. We did. Yeah.
So not only did we switch that out, we switched out tractors and still trying to cut away at these things. And I'm like, what the heck is wrong with this thing?
Yeah, I think the last time was the tractor because I think that's what I was doing in the store. I went back to the store to buy another tractor.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's when you caught on to it.
Well, I jumped off I think it was a tractor, and started walking through the field, and I looked over, and I saw, I think it was, I can't remember which way it was, but whatever it was, I saw potatoes or sugar beets. We were trying to cut, for instance, we were trying to cut sugar beets, thinking it was potatoes or whatever, and I jumped off the tractor, and I'm like, Chris, I found the problem.
No, that's what it was, wasn't it? Like what? When we done it first, we were trying to do sugar beets with a potato harvester.
Mm-hmm.
And
Something
then we
like
thought it was, and then we actually exchanged the potato harvest for sugar beets when it turned out to be potatoes or something.
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember how it went. And then I jumped off, and I was like, I found the problem here. Yeah.
Yes, Professor, we did.
Yeah. We did not agree with our assessment at that time, Professor.
No.
It's all in fun.
Anyway, welcome guys for joining us. If you just joined us in the last couple of minutes, my name is Chris Larkin. My farm partner is Tubb Farmer. You've joined us on episode 4 of Tuscan Lands, and where the crack is going strong. We do kind of take a piss out of each other and out of ourselves. So welcome. If this is the kind of Let's Play you like to see, where just two guys having a bit of a laugh, farming, making mistakes and getting on with it, please
You're on
hit
the
our
right channel.
subscribe buttons. Exactly. So hit the like button, smash that subscribe button, also hit that bell icon and let you know when we're going to broadcast. We broadcast most nights if we can, unless our jobs get in the way. We also broadcast around this time, 11 p.m., 5 p.m. in States time. We broadcast for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours at the weekends, 2 hours during the week.
Yeah.
So if this kind of like the Let's Play you like, guys, where you actually see us doing either contracts or our own harvest in full, because we don't time lapse, we don't jump start, and we don't re-record videos, like I said, hit those like buttons, smash those subscribe buttons. We would love to have you. Also, if you do like our videos, guys, please pop in the chat and let us know that you hit the like button. We would love to say thank you for it.
No, definitely. Yeah, Howie, don't feel bad. We gave it a good laugh when we were done. Fortunately, we were not broadcasting.
No. But unfortunately, I was broadcasting when we started this, when I made a mistake with my header. So, it's out there for the world to see.
I've been confused the time to buy the game. Oh yeah, yeah. Sometimes how it just, I think what it is. Sometimes you get so engrossed in it, and it becomes muscle memory, and so you just start going through the motions and stuff because that's just what you're used to. It'll mess you up. But that day, whew, the game whipped Chris and I's butt because we were like,
Oh yes.
what is going on with this mess?
And unfortunately, we can't fall back on that thing like that. We're only new to the game because we have been playing it for a while. And by that I mean a couple of years. Like I've played since 2013.
Yeah, I've been playing since 15, so definitely threw us off both.
Darn, I missed that. Yeah, Howie. If you actually, it was episode 1, and it's right at the start of episode 1. You can't miss it. I think it's the first 5 minutes, first 10 minutes into it.
Especially when you hear "uh-oh."
No, I don't think it was oh. I think it was oh shit.
Could have been.
No, I think it was. We Irish, we don't do oh. Like, you know, when you try to save money at the start of your let's play on your new farm, and then you kind of end up spending money, it kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh. And then, of course, when you buy the completely wrong harvester because of its tipping point and unloading point, and you have to go and resell that harvester to buy another harvester, that really is beside the point.
Let's see, where do we sell this at?
I mean, like sometimes I kind of think that when you're starting out on a new farm and stuff, you're just better off buying the largest combine in it, so you don't have that issue.
That's why I went ahead and spent the money and bought the big harvester. I just kind of pulled the trigger on it and bought the biggest harvester.
Yeah, sometimes it's better off, you know, like just taking that hit from the start and then.
Well, I don't have that much money left, but with a loan. But I mean, I can do these contracts fairly quickly, and as I expand, I already got it. Because I learned that from Mills Midland Landscape, buying the smaller ones.
Mm-hmm.
It's just better off to invest the money first, right off the bat, in my opinion. Getting started, and then you can build your way up to buying farms, but you're already prepared because you got the larger equipment type deal. So.
Yeah, exactly. No, I agree. Because on Mills, on Old Style Countryside, if you remember that, I made that mistake where we were going farm for farm that I didn't look around the farm properly in the map, and I picked an area that I thought was going to be a fantastic area for the farming, and it was the biggest mistake. But I spent something like 600,000 buying that area.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So Howie, about whenever those tippers came out, I got really hooked on this, and so that's my go-to. Each one of those are a little over 30,000 each, so I can haul 60. I think they're 31.5 because I can haul 63,000.
Yes.
The pickup is 350 horsepower, and I can get to market fairly quick without having to drive the tractor around, and so that has been my go-to. Chris doesn't like them too much because they're the swivel type trailers, but honestly, they're not that bad, and so those have been my go-to since they came out. And every time we start on something, I buy 2 of those. They're $25,000 a piece, which is cheaper than if you bought the 60,000 eyeliner and truck, way cheaper, and those are my go-tos. So that's what I like.
Well, okay, right. Speaking of those trailers, that like those trailers come with that man.
Yeah,
that
GTS.
Man truck,
Mm-hmm.
right. Well, you do realize that there's the mod there. Those 402 trailers that you have, there's the separate mod that you can get, You don't have to, so you don't have to download that truck mod. You can get that trailer mod. It comes in green and blue. I think the two colors are, and they hold 32,500 liters each.
Each, yeah.
Yeah.
How much do they cost?
So, same price. Now,
really?
I don't know what the slot count on them is.
No, I don't either.
But I do know that they are like the capacity is higher. But like you can't change the color of them. It's just either blue or green. So. It is the very same trailer.
Yeah, so I don't have any problem with traction on it, Howie. I mean, it just honestly it pulls just like a tractor would pull it. So they don't, unless you're like going 70 something miles an hour, they don't fishtail or anything on you as long as you drive responsibly. I really like it. It just, I don't know, it you know how it is. This game is about personal preference, and that's one of mine. I just really like that setup, and that's my go-to every time. Because one thing I hate doing is hauling back and forth, and this just kind of limits that hauling back and forth, when I can haul that much capacity. So it's been my go-to, I guess the last 30 or 40 episodes we played, I've went to that.
Yeah. No, I will say I tried to use those trailers once and I just don't like them so.
Yeah.
But then again, I am shit at reversing.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of finessing when you're doing that. But I mean,
a bit of finagling.
That's right. And what I really enjoy about them is that I can set them to tip to the left so they don't raise real high, so you can get, even like on Midland, some of those cell points were pretty tight spaces, and I could still get both of those in those tight spaces and still get to the cell points and sail. Now, what I really love about them is if you put the back wheels of the front trailer yeah, give it a try, Howie. But if you put the back wheels on the cell point, and then the second trailer gets across the cell point, you can tip both of them at the same time and not unload at the same time, and I really like it.
Right, so I have figured out that the tip point is not a harvester problem, it's this trailer's problem.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, I've had trouble with that little Nova myself though, and I've used even the tipper I've got right now. These tippers I use, because when we were in countryside, I was using the same tipper, and I had trouble with it. So
right, I got rid of the Nova and I bought the Fent.
Oh, yeah.
Right? The Fent was 6270, I think it is, 6278. And it's the same thing. So it's this modded Vercelli trailer. It has to be because the unload point is actually right at the tip of the trailer.
Okay.
So it's this trailer.
Yeah, I don't. You like those? Those are your kind of favorite ones. I haven't used those. The Kruger Man GTS or whatever it's called. Those are my favorite. The two that I've got now. It's a pack, I think.
I'm not just spending too much money to be exchanging trailers as well as harvesters. So
it's just money. Just keep spending. It's no worries.
I probably will exchange this trailer maybe a few episodes down the line, but for now I'll just keep it the way it is.
Nah, just go ahead and sell it. Get you another one. No big deal. It's just money.
Go over and borrow one of yours.
Yeah, exactly, Howie. I love it. It's just, I don't know. I guess it's like you said. Or for me, what I said. It's just a personal preference. I really like doing it. Now, if you'll notice here, Howie, I don't get the small tires. I get the wide tires. Let me get around here, if you can see that. I get the wide tires because they seem to track better. That may be just a perception of mine. I don't know. I don't know if in game if it'll do any different. Honestly, I always get the wider tires anyway. But in real life, it would probably make a difference. But in this game, probably doesn't make a hill of beans. I had an opportunity to see one of these harvesters here, this 9420 in the field in real life. Oh man, them things. So like when you're watching it on the game, I mean it's a big harvester, don't get me wrong, in game. But man, when you see one running down the field with the size header it's got on it, that thing's huge.
Yeah, I believe it. Like, I don't think there's any fields big enough in Ireland. I don't think I've ever actually, I'm pretty sure they are over here. It's just that I've never seen one. So.
Yeah, so the one that I saw was in Kentucky that was running it. Yeah, I agree, Howie. I think they float better, but in real life, that would definitely be the scenario. But I think on this game, I'm not real sure that's... I don't know how much realism that puts into it, but anyway, Kentucky is where I saw the 9200 series harvester running, and oh my goodness, that thing was huge. And they were harvesting soybeans, and it was interesting because I've never really raised soybeans, but man, they get real close to the ground cutting those soybeans. I just didn't realize how close they got to the ground, because when we would harvest grain or wheat or anything like that, the head that carries the grain is not so low to the ground like soybeans, and I was just like, wow, this is interesting. So it's pretty cool.
Now, no, I will say though, that's one thing I will say about the mods. I know we're always complaining about 3-meter headers and 3-meter cultivators and stuff like that, but I will say, for the most part, the detail on these mods are just fantastic.
Oh, I think so. Because I watched...
a big shout out to the modders. I mean, a big shout out to the modders. I mean, I will say that.
So the Grimmy sugar beet harvester, I had an opportunity to watch a video of some folks that were harvesting sugar beets real life, and how they operated and went through the field and all that kind of stuff was very, very, very close to what the end game does.
Mm-hmm.
So I was pretty impressed by that. I've never I've never harvested or planted sugar beets in real life, but I thought it was pretty cool.
I've seen sugar beet harvest, and I've seen the potato harvest with the Dreamy harvesters in real life.
Yeah.
And yeah, I will say this: they are big machines, also. You know.
Oh Lord, yes.
I know the header is 3 meters. So like when you look at a 3-meter header, you're thinking like, so like when you look at the 3-meter header, you're thinking like the machine can't be that big if it's only a 3 meter header. But in real life, those green harvesters are absolutely huge.
Yeah, they are. And then I saw a video of like what we have in game that really impressed me. Like, so then I've never seen like the little narrow tires that they run so it doesn't destroy the crop, and I've never been around anything like that. And I was watching a video of some farmers, and one tractor had some really narrow tires like in game, and it was running the cutter on sugar beets and cutting the tops, and then the next one was pulling the harvester. And so I was like, I get it now. So that's how it all comes together. So I thought that was really interesting and neat. In West Texas, we didn't have all that. Of course, everything we did was like a real traditional row crop. So you didn't have to worry about destroying the crop because you dropped down in a furrow in between the rows of the crop. So you didn't really have to worry about damaging the crop or whatever. So I didn't have to run we never ran those narrow tires or whatever, but it was really interesting, and it didn't seem like it was damaging the crop, and they were harvesting them sugar beets like nobody's business, and didn't seem like it was messing up anything, so I thought that was really cool. No, I don't either, Howie. I don't think in game it's hard to convey the real size of the implements that are used in real life.
Yeah, no, I will say that.
Oh, really?
That,
That's cool. Howie said they got the narrow tires up where he's at for the potatoes.
Excellent. Yeah. Over here, like what we're pretty much the same as you were saying about that. We do like what we do for row harvesting. So.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll go back to what we were saying about the size of the equipment. Yeah, I will say that that's the thing with the modders and precise comparisons. Sometimes it's completely off. Because like, think about it, like sometimes you look at a tractor and a trailer and you're thinking, nah, that definitely won't pull that trailer, and it pulls it just fine. Whereas it's just a size comparison. That's what it is. Like this trailer looks okay for this JCB fast track. But if I was to put the drop nose Massey Ferguson, which is only 110, 112 horsepower, it would still pull it.
Yeah.
So I think that's where the game lets itself down a bit.
Yeah. Well, for me, like I'll watch some of the PC players and stuff, and they have modded in 4440s John Deere, and man, those things look really tiny in game next to the four-wheel drive, which in real life there is a size difference, don't get me wrong, but to me it's like looking at a little tiny, say 4020, which is a little bitty tractor, during that time when my dad was farming, compared to some of the bigger tractors, and I'm like, ooh, it just seems a lot smaller in game than what I remember, driving them, because to me that was a big tractor at the time. But my cousin and them have those big 8R John Deeres and stuff like that, and don't get me wrong, those are a massive tractor. It's difficult for me to even drive one because it's just all computerized now. So, I mean, all you basically do is lift the implement when you get down to the end of the turnaround and set it back down, engage the GPS, and that's it. And you just sit and watch it go. You don't have to do nothing, and the computer tells you if something's wrong or gets choked or broken or whatever. So it's totally different. When I was doing it, you had to manually watch everything, turn around and look at everything and make sure it's operating properly. But It's just different times, you know.
How we went there, try to stay close to real life and size everything by horsepower requirements for realism. That's it, Howie. I do try to do it, but sometimes I do have my favorite trailers and I have my favorite machinery and stuff that I kind of jump on. I did at this very moment. I didn't really use a whole lot of JCB in any of my let's plays, so that's why I'm doing my JCBs for this one. But like I said, I still have my favorite trailers and stuff, and I do like those facility trailers. Even though on the larger fast track it looks okay, but if I was to use my small fast track, which is smaller horsepower, it would look really out of place. But like the thing is, like, well, it still pulls it, and that's, you know, that's like I wish that the modders and even Giants themselves would kind of put that as a base game realism, where you have to size equipment by horsepower regardless. But the game, you can only play as realistic as the game will allow you.
Yep.
And in this game, you can have a small top nose Massey with, I'm pretty sure that 72,000 litre idle liner trailer with a dolly, and it'll pull it just fine.
Alright. I'll be right back. Give me just a sec.
No, don't leave. You're leaving me on my own. What am I going to do now for the next 10 minutes? I guess I'll bring a peace and quiet for everybody else. Yeah. Oh yeah. I think everybody who plays farm sim how we deviates. I mean, I don't think we actually keep you know, the realism horsepower and implements. I don't think there's many of us out there would actually do. In fact, I don't even know if any YouTubers, the likes of, well, I know okay, DJ Goham, he never does, but the likes of Mr. CLP, Virtual Farmer, they do the same thing. I mean, I think we all just have our favourite implements and favourite machinery, and we go with that. And here we go again, trying to find... Oh, come on. Yeah, no. I do like these trailers, like I said, these facility trailers, but this modded version, it needs to be a bit
okay, I'm back.
An update.
I'm back.
Didn't know you were gone.
Yeah, I had to go downtown.
It was very, very quiet there for a while, so
Thank
I
you.
knew you were gone.
I appreciate that. That's what we were shooting for. Extreme quietness.
Well, that doesn't happen very often.
Not on this channel.
Yeah, so do I, Howie. I think it's a fantastic little modded implement, and especially that feature. You know? But like I said, we're going back to that and what I said earlier on about the detail on some of these mods are just fantastic. You know, as close to real life as you can get.
Oh yeah, I agree.
In saying that, there's also some mods that do need to be a bit of work on, for that particular reason. But then again, like I think we're I think myself and Tubb, we talked about this before. Like you do get people who are just starting out in the game, and people who are actually been at it for a long time, such as myself since 2013. And going back to what I just said earlier about you have your favorite implements, your favorite machinery, and so on and so on. But some of us do like using the equipment because we actually like the look of it. Some of us like using the equipment because of the brand. You know, like going back to that Ford tractor that came out, the one with that super steer. A lot of players don't like it because of that particular reason. Like I know Tubbs don't like it because of that super steer function. But the fact that when I was on a young lad growing up and working on a farm, I drove Ford tractors. So I actually like the Ford tractor. So I used that on my mini Brom because of that one reason. I like that brand, and I'm always saying I wish we had Ford in the game. So I use it because of that, you know. But that's me going back to the point of trying to make that some people have their favorites, and no matter what it looks like, no matter how it functions, no matter if it's shit or a really good mod, they use it. Like, how many people out there do you know that actually play the game that no, they play the game for as realistic as possible, where they go horsepower for size and stuff like that. It's not a bad idea. I wish we could do it, but I think a lot of people just play the game for, oh, I love Fent, I'm going to drive Fent. I love Massey Ferguson, I will use Massey Ferguson. Like, I know for a fact that if the internationals came in, I know for a fact that Tough Farmer would be jumping on them no matter what they look like.
If they look cartoonish, I probably won't use them.
Yeah, Harry goes, yeah, he's guilty of using equipment that he likes to look up as well, so.
Hey Bungie, how are you doing today?
Big homie Smoke OG, welcome to the channel. Big shout out to you. Yeah, nope, I don't like it, it turns slow. It does, yeah, but like I said, no, like some people have their favourites, some don't. I like that brand,
oh, that's
so
good
that's
to
why
hear,
I use
Bungie.
it personally.
Glad you're doing good.
Harry goes, the super steer is hard to manage, but I still have it on the farm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, pretty much in the same boat as yourself, Howie. I do find the super steer a little bit biggety to get used to. But I'm also the same as you, that I like the brand, so it's on my farm. I use it as well. But to be honest with you, I don't think I would ever use it on. Now, even though it is a large tractor, I don't think I would use it on any other large farms and stuff like that, such as we say Pacific Northwest, Welco Farms or stuff. I just think it'd be just too much to handle. But on Mini Brum, it's grand. No, it's a small farm. You don't have to get around that far or anything, so it works just fine on it. Like I said, we all have our figure, and this trailer is starting to annoy me with the tipping point. Yeah, I finally got the harvest up.
Yeah, I just finished up my harvest.
Four episodes in and it's finally done. Right, so best price for sunflowers. Ooh, terrible price.
I gotta buy another field and converted it into some kind of farmyard instead of parking all my equipment crazy like.
Yes, Harry, I absolutely agree with you 100%. If you like the Ford, like I said, so do I. And yeah, it's great for field work, not for the roads. I totally agree 100% with you.
Alright, where are we going with this to complete this? Down here. Oh, that's easy enough. I can cut between these fields through here. So 11, 17, 16. Alright, we're good.
And here's where the fun begins. The tipping up.
Oh, this is like goofy. No, wait a minute. Oh, it's further over. Ooh, I made the wrong turn. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Further down. Oh, I gotta cut across this man's field. Oh well. It's interesting.
So, do my field need lining? No. Good. Plowing? No. Fertilizing? No. But I will do it anyway.
Oh, $13,000 bonus. That's not bad. Plus 8,200, so $20,000 easy. Okay. Get back to the farm. Excuse me. Excuse me. Here. Out of the way. Out of the way. We'll cut across this field. Straight across.
You're still cutting across fields?
Oh yeah, I'm cutting across all fields. Yeah, there's no crop in it, so, or there probably is, but it's not up and growing. Okay. I'm trying to think. I guess I'll take on another contract if I have to. Let's see. Corn. Field 8. Field 8 is not by me. Yeah, it is. It's right there in front of me. Ooh. How much is corn going for? 8.27. Not good.
Hey guys, if anyone wants to know why there is a stripper for on my field,
Yeah, I agree, Howie. I'll get a bad reputation cutting through those fields like that.
So as I was saying, if anyone's wondering why there is a that strip that's like a hurl or a slitter or whatever you want to call it
Ooh,
is because I
16,000
forgot that we
fertilization.
had crop destruction on my and I drove
Hey.
through my crops.
6? Isn't that over here by me? What's it? Field 6. Oh, it's this one. Yeah, I'm gonna take that on. Alright. 16,000. We'll take that.
Was it potatoes?
No, it's a fertilization contract. I'll take that on.
Of course you would. For 16,000? Why wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. I'll have to refill in the middle of the contract, but I don't care. Yeah, I gotta get me a farmyard. Ugh. It's gonna drive me crazy. I wonder if this thing needs to be repaired. Oop. Yep. I have to say that the contract prices are not bad on this map at all.
No. Especially it's on farm manager and normal economy. Yeah, they're not bad now, I have to admit.
No, not at all.
Nope.
6 is where I'm heading to. Let's see. Go around this way. Should have went the other way. Nah, this will work.
Yeah, I've started a let's play on Lone Oak, and I'm on hard economy, starting from scratch.
Yeah, it does, Howie. He said, "Oh, my equipment sitting there looks like it's all for sale." Oh no, this is gonna be hard as heck to see trying to fertilize this.
You having an auction already, and you've only just started?
Yeah, no joke. Yeah, right. Oh man, I hate fertilizing when it's this tall. This is not gonna be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be hard as heck to see. I'm gonna have to hire a worker on this one. I'll do the headlands and then hire a worker. Cause there ain't gonna be no way I can see this. Crap. Nope, it's gonna be hard to see. Alright, so I'll get these headlands done and then hire me a worker, which I don't want to do because I don't want to lose the money, but this is a big field, so I will not be able to see that very well.
Yeah, I think I'm going to start at Tubbs. I don't know about yourself, but I think I'm going to start to try and do. I know it can be boring sometimes for viewers and stuff like that, but I'm going to try and keep my work sometimes in cab if I can.
Yeah, I'm in cab right now.
Because I will say this, I don't think I've done that in any of our Let's Plays yet, or in any of our
Oh, really?
broadcasts. I don't think I have. If I have, I can't remember. Maybe just for
Yeah,
a few seconds I jump into it, but
yeah, I could do that, Howie, but I've tried that before, and I'm too OCD, and I get off, and just drives me insane. Oh, I didn't go far enough.
then again, I can't reverse when I'm out of cab, so reversing when I'm in cab could be a problem.
Yeah, I've seen you reverse, and I would have to agree.
Well, I'm agreeing.
Oh, this is a big old field. How many acres is this thing? Oh, 22. No wonder. I was like, man, this is a big old field. Healy. Oh my goodness. Got a big old hump over there. Mm-mm-mm.
How he goes, he finds in cab difficult to do now depth perception. Yeah, Howie, I absolutely agree with you. I do kind of hate doing it, and I haven't done it enough. And I think I'm in the same boat as yourself. I don't know. I just can't.
Yeah,
Seem
it's not easy.
to be honest with you, if we had to do manual attachment, I think I would have a problem trying to, you know, reverse up to the implement to make sure you're in the right position and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which kind of begs the difference, especially when in real life you can't come out of cab. But I will say this, I have completely messed up fields when I was working on a farm because of it. Not going out far enough to the border or the headland and stuff. So,
Yes, you have.
oh no, I have in real life, literally
Mm-hmm.
more than once.
That explains it. Oh yeah, I might have to refill. Trying to get this big old field done.
Then again, I think that's probably where GPS will come in very, very useful if you are
Mm-hmm.
going to do in cab.
I don't see why we don't have GPS, honestly. I mean, if they can get these hired hands to semi take care of each farm, GPS shouldn't be that much harder to
No.
implement in
But
this game.
I will say this, right? Uh, I think Howie posted a comment not so long ago, I think, on the community where he said about working with ridge markers. Um, I absolutely cannot work the ridge markers. I literally, it drives me insane, so I just don't work with them. But ridge markers are there for that reason, you know, and I just can't use them. Like,
Well, half the time they don't. They leave two marks in the ground, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah. Howie goes, only thing my brother-in-law trusted me with was cultivating. Oh, trust me, when I was working on the farm, I don't think the farmer even trusted me with that. Oh, I think more than often he probably went back and checked over the work I just done. It was either that or it was one of my uncles or my stepdad did.
Interesting. We'll see. So I just noticed something on this Hardy Mega. There's, if you look behind you, there's an indicator on the tank, and it shows the
fill level.
The fill level. I wonder if it's operational.
I don't know. I never looked at it like when I was using it. So
I'm looking at it now while I'm using it, and I'm at 60%, which is almost half a tank, and it's showing pretty close to that. So we'll see. I'll keep running it. See how well it shows.
Howie says, no, root markers are easy. They probably are, but I just can't use them. Well, I can't even cultivate without going off mark, so...
Yep, seen that too. Wow, this is a big old field. 40% done. Oh yeah, I do too, Howie, when I'm using a ridge marker. I hadn't used them in a while, but definitely do the same. I just try to catch the middle of them, and then hopefully it's level enough. Alright, let's see. What? Okay, so I'm spraying. Oh, no, wait. Okay, hang on. That's why it's not moving. Take off buy fertilizer.
I did that off?
No, it's on. I was like, why is my money going down so quick, and why is my fertilizer not leaving?
Yeah, you're right. No, they are. I thought I had them off at the start of our game.
I was like, oh my gosh, my fertilizer's not going down. But my money is.
Howie goes, I confess though that he seldom uses them by hire worker. You know something, Howie? 9 times out of 10, I am the same. I will hire a worker also. Yep. So I'm pretty sure 90% of those who play the game are probably guilty of that. Yeah, no, the reason why I thought that we had them off is because when I was doing my fertilizing and stuff, I done it myself, so...
Yeah, well, I only hired a worker just because of this field's hard to see. And then I did the headlines myself so it didn't show up, and then I did 2 rounds. And I was watching that meter to see if it changed on the back, and then I just happened to look down. I thought, why is my fertilizer not going down, but my money is?
That would have something to do with it.
Yeah. Which I think you spend more money doing it that way when they buy it. I believe. Yeah.
Okay, I never tested it, so I don't know. But I think Mr. Sealy P did it once, didn't he?
Somebody did. I remember somebody doing it. And that's where I got the idea that it cost you more money, but don't hold me to it.
That was back before Mr. Sealy P was all game changing.
Okay, so it's moving on the back of the tank because it was right at the half marker, and now I'm down below a half, and so the little counter to the right is moving. So I guess it does work on it. That's interesting. Huh. What a deal. Wow. Well, that's cool. Never noticed that. Been playing all this time, never noticed it.
Well, and to our defense, how many times have we actually used the Mega Hardy?
Not in my defense, a bunch.
Yeah. You used it a bunch? I don't think I have.
I do. I use it on a lot of my single player maps.
Howie wants to know which is less expensive, dry or liquid fert.
Now, I haven't put it to the test, but just looking at it, my personal opinion, I want to say that the dry fertilizer is less expensive, but it seems like
use more of it.
Yes.
How he goes, he always use dry.
Yeah. But like, I hadn't put it to pen and paper, so typically I don't like the sprayers because it's 7 miles an hour as opposed to 12 with the dry fertilizer one. But here lately, just for a change of pace, I've really enjoyed the spray booms.
Yeah, but speaking of that though, I think we can delve into a little bit more on that one. I will also include how big the spread is, not like the working with.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that and like that, would also play in effect. You know?
Yep. So the counter is. It's working like it's supposed to, so that is cool.
Well, what we will do is we will put it to the test on this map. On this map, because I have the liquid fertilizer Hardy, and we also have the Bredel. I will try. But like I said, it's very hard to judge it because the working weight is different. So. But we can put it to the nearest decimal, I suppose.
I think you should try it as a test.
No, I will try it.
I think you should. I was sitting here thinking that. I was thinking Chris ought to try that for a test.
I will try that for a test.
Sounds good to me. I like it when you're testing stuff.
Why can't you, sir?
Well, you spend more money, and I like that when you're spending money. Oh, the puppies are ready for bed.
Timmy goes, that's right, I'll have to get my pencil and paper out and calculate it.
Mm-hmm. It's getting close to about that time again.
Yeah, 21 minutes left. For around 2.5 hours. 2 hours. 2.5? 2 hours.
2. It'd be 2. Yeah, the dogs are hollering. I gotta make dinner. Seems like
so like I said, we normally broadcast for 2.5 hours if we can and stuff like that. So we're normally getting to our time at the moment. So with that, we will start our good boys. First of all, thank you to everybody who joined in tonight and started in the chats as usual. A big shout out to Becky, also Danny, also Mr. Tim, as always. He's always on. Appreciate it, brother. Also a big shout out to big homie Smoke G for jumping in with a comment. Also appreciate it. So with that being said, guys, like I said, we're not professional YouTubers. We just do this because we love the game. We do make mistakes. We laugh about it, joke about it. We don't broadcast any pre-recorded videos or time-lapse or jump start. So every mistake that we make, you also see. We love hearing from you because we take your comments. We love interacting with you and stuff like that. So your experience playing the game helps us also. If our experience helps you, we love to pass it on to you. Like you've seen already, I make mistakes, Tubb Farmer make mistakes. It's all in fun of the game, learning it as we go along. Well, if this is the Let's Play that you like, guys, where you get two guys or yourselves just playing the game for the love of it, with long contracts and long harvests from start to finish, please hit those like buttons. Mine is Chris Larkin, his is Tubb Farmer. Smash those notification buttons. Also hit those subscribe buttons, and if you're feeling really generous, please share our videos with your friends. We do love this game and we love like-minded people. So with that being said, from myself, until tomorrow night for episode 5 here on Tuscan Lands, adios.
Yeah, and like Chris said, the pups are chewing on the leg. No, they're about to, Howie. Howie, appreciate you coming in tonight. As always, you've been faithful and coming in and chatting with us and checking out our videos, and we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Sergio, thanks for joining us again. Budgie Landon, and I had one more that jumped in. I think it was Junior. Thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate y'all. And also Danny, thanks for coming in and chatting with us a little bit. But we appreciate y'all. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button as always. And make sure to go check out our community. We are PlayStation 4 console players. We have a community that's called Superior FS Farming. Come in and join us. We'll be glad to have you. And as always, thanks for tuning in tonight and watching us. A bunch of two old men sitting here farming and making mistakes and having a good laugh. And with that, y'all have a great night, and we will see you next time.
Yeah, with that then, also Becky, good night. I will speak to you later, and yes, I will try and teach you how to play the game, or I'll teach you the basics at least. But like we said to other people who actually join in and want to learn how to play the game, the best way to do it is just have fun with it. So with that being said, guys, as we always finish on this channel, when things go right, it wasn't us. When things go wrong, it was those bleeding leprechauns. Until tomorrow night for episode 5, from myself, Chris, and from him, Tubb Farmer, for episode 5 on Tuscan Lands. Adios, muchachos.
Alright, y'all have a great night.